Hello, welcome everyone to The Distraction. It is the TEW series. It is Monday, the second week of July. It is the go home week. I am Jeremy Lambert, running Raw. With me, as always, the esteemed Joe Hulbert, running SmackDown.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. I like that. This is a big week for me because, again, as I said years ago when you did Backlash, this is a rare treat for me to sit back. Now, this week, I obviously have my TV, but let's be honest, Jeremy. Is that the focus is directly on the King of Kings here, isn't it?
That's right.
I'm looking forward to enjoying the show. I have some plans for my show, but I'll take the back seat here. This is your time to shine, pal. Big show ahead.
The stock guaranteed to go up after this week because it always goes up after Mondays and anytime I have a pay-per-view. I don't want you to kill it too much on Friday,
Okay,
Joe. That's
I'll
all
try.
I'm asking.
I'll try. I'll try my best. I think there's a good chance I kill it, but just ahead of time, I want to apologise in case I do because it could happen, but I'm not intending to. I want to make that clear.
All right. Let's get into it. We checked the headlines. If you missed the last episode, go back and watch the product, everybody. I'll have to pull up the show history anyway because this is the start of a new session, and so I don't remember what I booked a week ago.
Yeah, I join you in that issue. I'm glad that you have the same problem, so we can share our kind of fear here as we try to re-piece this together. I think we'll be fine. You said you had a go home show kind of like set.
Yeah,
Is that still the case?
once I look at the show history again, it'll come back to me of, oh yeah, I was gonna book this, but I don't write anything down, Joe, because plans change.
Yeah, it's all upstairs for you, right? It's all in that booker's mind that you have. You're not a. The ironic thing about when you have the pencil, Jeremy, is there is no pencil in sight. Isn't there? It's all just thoughts and ideas. There's no pencils needed.
All right, let's see what we had going on last week. I think I know my main event. Yeah, so my main event is going to be Perfect and AJ against Bryan and Brett. I knew I
Pretty
had
good.
that one. I have Bayley against Britt, I believe, to
Yes.
set up the six-man tag or six-woman tag for the pay-per-view. I've got Bray and Triple H getting stuff set up. Walter killing a guy. The Jeff Hardy stuff. Stick with me on the Jeff Hardy stuff, everybody. I'm sure people watched SmackDown 5 weeks ago, actually like 5 months ago, and they were very upset that WWE is using real life personal issues with Jeff Hardy and putting them on television. And I've read the comments. I've seen you are very upset with me as well for doing the same thing. Let me tell you, you may have lost faith in real life New York. Do not lose faith in our New York because this is going somewhere. It'll all end up well for everybody, okay? Unlike in WWE, where Jeff Hardy, he was actually arrested and now he's been suspended for the rest of his contract because he's unfit to perform. That's how they concluded the angle. I don't know why. Don't ask me. Ask Vince McMahon. I have a plan, all right, folks?
I'm going to go the other side on this argument and say that by the time this airs, that will have won Angle of the Year after they pull off a framed storyline unlike no other in wrestling history, revealing that AJ Styles he had pretended that Jeff Hardy performed vehicular assault. While in this game, you will actually be tackling Jeff Hardy's drug issues. So whether you're better or worse by the time this airs, that is to be decided clearly between us.
I thought that they should explain it that Jeff Hardy just does costume changes like his brother. And so he just went back to whatever year it was that he had legal issues and it was really bad, but he was still a top superstar. And he just did a costume change. And it, really hammered home that this is camp and comedy, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I fear enough that we have to talk about this in a week on the actual wrestling show. God only knows where it is by the time this thing comes out, right? It could be in so many different places. But you're correct. You are doing an angle with Jeff that may be worse, but could be better. Let's put it that way.
The conclusion will not be it won't get me canceled. That's all I'll say. It won't get me canceled. It
No,
might
but
be.
the Braun Shinsuke angle.
It might be Eric Rowan's Spider the way I decide to end it, but it won't get me canceled, okay?
Oh, there's a blast from the past, right? Eric Rowan Spider. How long ago do you think that was as of this recording, Jeremy? Was that 4 months ago?
At least. I think it was like 6 months ago. I think Rowan got released 4 months ago by the time this airs. All right. Let's actually book something, Joe. That's why these podcasts run so long. It's the distraction, folks. What do you expect?
I think people are going to be able to tell when it's the start of a new recording, / when we haven't had a lot of time before, like hitting record, because then it just becomes what we usually would talk about actually on the show. Which is, I mean, for better or worse, guys. I don't know if that's better or worse, but here we are. Anyway, you're at the booking screen now. I'm very excited.
All right, Jeff Hardy is going to have a match. Let's just start off with this. Jeff Hardy against Adam Cole. Okay, I don't think I've booked this match. Hopefully, I haven't booked this match.
By the way, congrats to Adam Cole, who has just become the AEW heavyweight champ. Right, he just jumped ship. So, good to see him still in New York here. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool for Adam.
Contract expired. He didn't resign. Decided, just showed up in AEW, showed up at All Out, won the title.
Exactly. Yep.
Adam Cole wins. This is storytelling. We're telling stories in this match.
Is Jeff still lost?
Yes. Still very lost, all right?
Oh.
Okay, so, and then we got Gable and Ali. They're once again. So it's backstage. The match ends. Go to commercial. Go backstage. Jeff is very lost, wandering around. What's going on? Gable and Ali are checking on him again. Like, we're really worried. Same story. But Jeff is like, I'm missing something. And he says, I need you to go get me a box. Okay? Now, Joseph, this is where I got to come to you because I need to use my brand-to-brand invitations to send Gable and Ali to SmackDown to pick up this box for him. I don't care who you use in the segment, who he gets the box from. I would prefer Shawn Michaels, but you can have your pick. But can I use Chad Gable and Ali on SmackDown?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, I am very scared about where this is headed, but I will allow that for the sake of your comedic approach to this segment.
All right. Hardy needs his box. Like a 4-minute segment because that's our usual spot.
Jeff was one of the guys you took right at the end of the draft, right? I'm not imagining this. He was like one of the, the Braun, Seth.
Yeah. Is he Mustafa Ali? I probably forget that every single week. I forget when they give him the Mustafa back.
I wouldn't worry too much. I've forgotten my mid-card title about 105 times by this point. So.
Oh, yeah. Gable, he's a shooter.
He is. He'd fit in on SmackDown, to be honest, with all of our shooters. He's a throwback.
All right. Let's go ahead and do the Britt Baker and Bayley match, since that is something that we have set up.
Clash of the role models.
Right? Yes. This is a big segment, Joe. The comments last week after I booked Britt Baker against Sasha Banks, they were pretty divisive. But now, with Britt Baker and Bayley, oh my God, I can't imagine what they're gonna say on these comments.
Yeah, well, I think this one's simpler though, because Britt Baker is a role model. She may not be a legit boss, but she is a role model, right? So it's easier to decipher which role model you think is better here. Very simple, Jeremy. Your choice.
Bayley is going to win. Yes.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
I probably said last week that Britt Baker was going to win.
What's going on here, Jeremy? What's happening? Did someone attack you on Twitter? What's happened here?
No. Look, we've got actually, you know what? All right, Britt Baker's gonna win. I want Sasha, I wanted Sasha involved, and I was gonna do interference, and then I saw I could do botched interference.
Yes, so. I literally could see the cog turning there in your brain. It's like, as soon as I saw that option, I was like, oh, he's definitely doing that. Yeah.
All right, so Sasha messes up and accidentally hits Bayley. Okay.
Does she pull faces afterwards? Do they do that?
Well, no. So they attack Britt Baker after the match, and then Asuka and Kyrie make the save, because you see, even though Britt Baker's a heel, there's the shades of gray, which I've talked about, and Asuka and Kyrie, even though they're baby faces, they respect that Britt Baker is upfront and honest about her opinion, and she's not just hiding behind faces. Yeah,
that was the angle you went with. I'm glad to see you're sticking with it. I mean, it's certainly an approach to this. I mean, it could be worse. I think last time you kind of explained that they respect the fact that Britt had an actual record of her achievements. She wasn't just kind of, that's fair enough. I mean, I respect that too. So I'm with them.
She has an actual degree. She's not just, winning fake titles out here, Joe.
Yeah, go with that line. Cut to Paul Lee doing the trigger motion in commentary.
I guess overness, selling and entertainment, since they have a fighting option in TEW 20 that is very good, that is useful for these like beatdown segments.
And it would get Bobby Lashley over huge.
All right, we're gonna have a match. So Sonya is gonna join Bayley and Sasha at the pay-per-view. I'm gonna just go ahead and set that up. It's a 1 minute segment. Bayley and Sasha, they're not happy that they've been attacked now. Sonya Deville comes up and is like, "Hey, if you guys need a third, I'm here," and that's how they get together. At least it's explained, you know.
Does she say, "Put your hair up, square up," or not in this segment?
Oh, Sonya joins Deville. Sonya joins Banks and Bayley. No, she does not. But she calls Sasha Banks daddy, because that's something she likes to do, apparently.
I have absolutely no idea what you're referencing here, and I'm going to keep it that way. Please
Do you
proceed
not?
with the program. No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I think she did a promo once when Becky Lynch called her like a future star. This is back in like October. I just wrote the story. That's how it's fresh in my brain.
Okay.
About Sonya talking about this promo. It was like back in October, and Becky called her a future star, and Sonya just got a promo, and she ended with like, "You might be the man, but you're gonna call me daddy."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that it, or is there more to it?
She also posted a social media picture where she said like, "Call me daddy." So she wants to be called daddy.
Well, as an unproblematic brand on the Twitter, I would have avoided that post. But thank you for the background there. That makes this make more sense. I'm sure it was a lot of good face pulling in this segment. I look forward to watching it play out on the television spectacle that is Monday Night Raw. It really is something, I'll tell you.
The people are very unhappy that I've not used Sonya Deville in this game enough. So there you go. Like, Sonya's getting a big pay-per-view match. Io is gonna beat Toni Storm, and this helps her win, or get a title shot against Charlotte. Charlotte's going to be on commentary, really setting up this women's title match for the pay-per-view, folks.
Did she have like a throne next to the commentary desk, Charlotte?
Yes, that's actually a very good idea. It's a 7-minute match. It's going to be steal the show, though. These ladies are going to work very hard. Hopefully they catch each other and things are fine.
Yep, hopefully indeed. Imagine Toni Storm got hurt and you wouldn't be able to book her in the odd 6-minute match every month. Imagine the stress it would put on your booking.
I had somebody that I wanted to use, and now I forgot who they were. Okay. All right, we need to do our tag team title bit here. We're gonna do the match. What was the last thing we did with that? Oh yeah, I think Kofi was
worried.
Yeah, he was worried. What he was worried about, I clearly don't recall.
He got like isolated by them, I think, and beaten up by them.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, they attacked Kofi. Okay.
And he was worried about it.
I'm glad you remember the shows better than I do. Okay, so we're gonna.
I'm looking at this segment. I feel this segment's going to just be Kofi is no longer worried.
No. It's not going to be that. It's going to be more of like, okay, what's going on? So what's going to happen is the Brainbusters, they're going to attack New Day. Kofi's not with New Day right now. They're entering the building. They're getting ready for their match that's going to get canceled because the Brainbusters attack them. Because I didn't have an actual match booked for them. So they're gonna get attacked, and the question coming out of this is basically like, where's Kofi? You know, is he still now he's isolating himself. So that's what we're going for here.
Which side is he on, brother? That kind of deal, right? And does Paul do the gun motion again for the shoot?
Yeah. We shoot here on Monday Night Raw. If you haven't figured that out.
You know, like when 25 years ago, when Mick Foley did that segment where he was like, the third hour, we're doing these lights. Yeah. Is that what your whole program is? Was that in Paul Heyman's New Era speech? Did the lights just suddenly go down for no apparent reason?
That's why Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Murphy are going to start running the brand pretty soon, because they are the new era.
Exactly. Yep, exactly where you're going with this. Yep. Oh, man. This is very...
Oh,
This,
not
this feud
minutes.
is this feud has been something, huh? It's really. I feel that you had the idea that these were going to work the pay-per-view, and it's just been a whole lot of how do we get there? It's tough sometimes. I'm with you on that. I sympathise.
The problem is I have an idea of like extending things based on another idea that I came up with. This is the problem with like not writing anything out, is I just keep coming up with ideas. I was like, oh, that's really good. At least in my mind, I think it's good. And so, but when I do that, it makes me reverse course on other things.
Yeah, this is the problem. I mean, this is where your creative freedom
Yeah.
restricts you in its own weird way, right? You're too creative for your own good.
Thank
The
you.
booking formats can't contain you, Jeremy.
Thank you. Exactly. All right. What else did I have booked for this show besides the main event?
Oh, I have no idea. I was about to say the main event just to help out, but it seems that you knew that, so I don't know.
I thought I had something else, but clearly. All right. Let's we're going to do, let's go ahead and do Walter's weekly squash here. Who's coming up from developmental? I don't remember who was good on NXT this
Booker
past week.
T.
I don't think I can have Booker T wrestle. That's the only problem. Noam Dar.
Sure.
I feel like we've done this match, but that's okay.
Why don't you book Mike Tenay versus Walter?
We stole Mike Tenay from IWA Mid-South.
I'm worried about Mike. I want to know what he was doing in life that he had to go and take that gig. I feel like he's done a pretty good job of avoiding the wrestling world for a while. I worry what led to him taking that job.
Seth Rollins on commentary with the one glove, you know.
Yeah, the throne is not there for Seth Rollins, is it?
No, Charlotte actually left it out there for him and then came out and kicked him off of the throne once he was out there. She's like, no, that throne is befit for only a queen, and that is not you.
Yeah, and did his glove fall off when he got knocked off the throne?
No, that glove is on there very tight.
Oh, wow. Well, this is another great angle you're doing here. I mean, I can't wait to see what Seth can find. Seth has got so much scouted on Walter, hasn't he? He really has. He's got hours at this point. I mean, not really because they're only 1 minute matches, but you see my point. He barely gets through a sentence and Walter's going over. It's just something.
So here we go. The big challenge. Seth Rollins, after the match, stands up and he says, I'm tired of you just beating all these nobodies. Why don't you step in the ring with someone who's actually accomplished something? And we got our pay-per-view match, Joe.
And Walter says, he's like, Seth, you haven't wrestled a match in 2 months. You're a full-time announcer. Why are you doing this now? But okay, we'll fire the pay-per-view.
Walter just agrees. He stands there. He nods. He points to the ring, to signify this is what I own. This is what I protect. This is what's sacred to me.
I thought you was going to say he points to the WrestleMania sign. I was going to say, hey, it's getting not carried away here. I can't watch another 8 months of him sitting at the announce desk.
We're hanging that thing up in July. All right. It's I don't remember what I did with Triple H and Bray Wyatt last week, okay? I can't recall. But the main point of this segment is we get our A every week to boost the stock because the investors love Bray Wyatt, and it's to set up the pay-per-view match. All right, so Triple H, they've done their fight around the Performance Center, and Triple H is like, I'm going to bury you one last time. There you go.
Does Bray light the Performance Center on fire?
No. That's a big investment, that Performance Center. If we lose that, look, if another pandemic hits, we're going to need that thing. I still think these shows are taking place there.
I mean, just the thought of him attempting to is funny enough for me. Like Bray just planning some massive, just awful crime while Triple H as the investigator of such a thing, I think would be tremendous. But I'm with you. You're being a bit conservative with this one. That's fine. I'll accept it for now.
All right. There we go. Oh, yeah.
Wow, getting a little bit edgy with the game here, pal. You calm it down a sec.
We took away his creative control, and now he's not happy at all. All right, we need a match here. Who haven't I used? I have 50 minutes left, but the main event's gonna be 25 minutes. So
yeah, it should be. It should be an A too. I'm actually, for the sake of both of us, I'm hoping it's an A because I don't know what we have to do to get an A otherwise. To be honest.
All right, let's do Shinsuke Nakamura. He's gonna defend his title. We can just book a cool match here. We're doing Nakamura against Gargano. That's a match you didn't think you'd see, right?
Yeah, I often think that. In fact, I often will be walking around and thinking, wow, I'll never get Shinsuke Nakamura and Johnny Gargano. I always think that. You're right.
Give him like 16 minutes. This is a good competitive match. I got my this was years ago on Twitter, but I am gonna do the like Gargano and Candice are trapped in a 1950s movie, and that's also gonna tie in with Bray Wyatt. Bray is gonna get these two over based on his acting skills, Joe.
Look, if you put those three in segments together, you can say goodbye to A. Bray, okay? Because you'll be getting C plus Wyatt at that point.
All right, Nakamura wins. No, Bray is gonna boost them, Joe. That's what this is all about, building up the younger talent. Okay, can't you see that's what happens on Raw? You're pushing Bobby Lashley and stuff. I'm using the Braun and Rollins and Bray. We're getting younger talent over with these people.
The thing is, Bobby Lashley looks the same as he did in 2004, so he doesn't count as an old talent. You can fool anyone on Bobby Lashley. He's just tremendous. He's a true anomaly of humanity, isn't he? You can fool anyone. He could be a young talent still. Who cares? 43? Who's counting, Jeremy? Who's counting?
All right. After the match, Braun comes out. He attacks Shinsuke. He stands tall. The American flag is, drops from the background, and the crowd is just not happy about this at all. They're not fans of Braun Strowman.
The biggest lie ever told. On the distraction, the American flag drops and the crowd boos.
This is a different crowd, Joe.
It is, yeah.
This is an educated crowd, all right?
Paulie is taking the biggest gamble of his whole career with this thing. I tell you, he's a risky guy, but this is different level. I also think it's a lot better that it's taken place. Like, the babyface in this angle is someone that's been a heel for 2 years, which I think makes it even better. It's even better to me, that part of it.
Okay, and then we book our big main event here. Again, all this stuff is taking place in the Performance Center, and the NXT wrestlers, they're booing Braun. So that's how you know he's a heel. They've been told to boo him.
Wow, that's a good point. That actually makes this whole show make a lot more sense now. Now that I think about it in that viewpoint, it's a very different program.
I told you, in my mind, all these shows take place in front of nobody.
Yes, but this is our first recording since they've started doing the NXT stand and clap crowds,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Game changer, pal. This match is amazing.
People are like, yeah, that started 4 months ago and it's still going on.
Okay, so seriously, Jeremy, is Mr. Perfect the worst worker in this match?
Yeah, he probably is. All right, 26 minutes. AJ is going to win.
Oh,
he's gonna pin Brett.
The Hitman.
Yeah, you gotta make Brett appear a little bit vulnerable going into the pay-per-view. And then after the match, Brock attacks Daniel Bryan. A lot of attack angles on this show.
This is what I thought the finish would be, but you just don't do it. You clean finish City on your programs, right? Well, you don't believe it.
I got plenty of attacks. I mean, I did the botched interference with Sasha. I prefer clean finishes. Like, I don't want to use the matches to do. Like, I watched Raw last night, and every single match had some type of like screwy finish, and I'm like, this is dumb. Just give me clean finishes.
I mean, that was a direct shot at me because legitimately I think I've not booked one clean main event in the whole time I've been doing this show. So I understand where you're going with that. That's fine. I accept it. But this week, I can tell everyone ahead of time, we have a clean finish in the main event, folks. Celebrate. It's been 2 months since we pulled that off, but we're bringing clean finishes back in honor of Jeremy on this big week, pay-per-view week.
All right. I still got a little bit of time. I haven't used, like, Up in Smoke, so we're just gonna do like a fun Up in Smoke segment just to get them on the show.
I am in awe of you remembering their faction name.
I got big plans for this faction once I get around to it.
Wow, incredible.
Up in Smoke, Bivens he's still not happy, but Matt Riddle is like, bro, I won last week. Like, this is celebratory, and he's been celebrating all week and everything. So that's a segment.
It sounds fun. All of this sounds fun. The game hates it, but, they also hate Spooky Room Usos. So what do they know?
and they love Bray Wyatt doing whatever I book them to do.
This game really is the anti-distraction when you think about the way it rates, but nonetheless, we continue on bravely.
Pete Dunne and Malcolm Bivens. Okay. All entertainment.
I am interested what your big plans are. I mean, I'm a little bit cautious of the phrase you're using, big plans, with that, but I mean, I have faith.
I've never been hyperbole in my life, Joe.
Yeah, yep. This show isn't filled with that at
all. We'll do that right there. We'll have some levity between the Braun attack and the big main event. All right. Yep. Show is booked. Go home show for King of Kings this Sunday. It is a surprise Triple H retirement show. He doesn't know anything about it, except that he's retiring, but he doesn't know what's going on. He just knows that they've named the show after him. That's it. Here we go.
That's the way I want it when I retire from this show, Jeremy. You tell me I'm retiring, like, oh no.
Oh, they didn't click. Oh, that's disappointing.
That is. I thought that was going to be a B match, but chemistry.
All right. Well, what can you do on that one? Okay, they're off to SmackDown. Gable and Ali off to SmackDown.
Welcome to Friday Night SmackDown, folks.
Look, you need Raw talent to boost that stock on Friday.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
All right, a C. All right, that's fine. I don't remember what Sasha and Britt Baker got last week.
No, I have no idea. But I think it was a little higher, but that's just me guessing.
That's okay. All right. We're at a C show right now, which is okay. We're building. Click. I said click. There we go. All right, C+. Here we go. It's fine.
Yes.
Who's turning?
I think the Kabuki Warriors.
Oh yeah, I'm going to get knocked. No, I don't want... Are they turning? Are they heels?
That was your idea, was that you were going to turn them, yes.
Okay, let's look at this. Oh yeah, I'm turning them face. Yes. I'll wait. Just give them more segments, because it's going to penalize me regardless.
Yes.
All right, another C. It's fine. C-. Oh my god, another match that did not click. Jeez.
Wow, the stock is
no, it's not good. Even Charlotte on commentary could not save that match. Wow. All right. Okay, here we go. A B. We're picking up here, Joe. We just got to end strong. Yeah, that's fine. They didn't click. Even my squash match is not clicking. I swear to God, if I get penalized on this main event with people not clicking, I'm going to be irate.
I love the idea that all the terrible wrestlers water a squash, this Noam Dar, that's like, just couldn't figure it out, man. Couldn't figure out this 1 minute squash. Titus O'Neil, no problem. Noam Dar, no way. Couldn't do it.
Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, Rollins, fine. I'm just angry now. Look, I can't even get an A on Bray and Triple H. This is not good, Joe. It's not
no
good
one
at
is
all.
bowing down to this program.
No.
They're disappointed.
All right, cool. At least they clicked. A B. It's a good segment.
Yes, this is good.
We needed that. We needed the Bray and Triple H segment.
Oh wow.
Look, people love this real life angle stuff, Joe.
They do. Braun is actually over. So,
yeah, he is.
You know, whether we like that or not, that is the case, and he's a factor in this game.
No, I'll turn him at the pay-per-view. Oh, Nakamura. No, we can turn at the pay-per-view. Okay. Next. That's fine. All right, Joe. We need an A on this next one, right?
I think it should be an A. I really do.
It's been built very well. It's a long-standing, storyline with these four men.
Yep.
I'll take it. And Mr. Perfect was the worst worker. B+.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I wonder if the like the crowd control factors in. I wonder if the crowd wasn't like into the show enough to give this an A. I wonder if that's what we'll see. I don't know. We don't know, I guess. But
I appreciate you trying to cover for this game, and it's just bias against me this week.
People like Brock still.
Yeah, I think the end will boost it enough. Because we did have a lot of B pluses there at the end. All right, a B. The stock, it's a go home week, so it's little up regardless, just because people are excited for the pay per view, but not by much. Not by much.
I mean, until that last half an hour, there was rumblings that cancelled WWE Network was going to start trending. So I'm glad you pulled it out there because I was a little bit scared. I mean, I'm already frightened about my own show. I did not need you to miss on your well-prepared go-home program. That was not what I was looking for. So I'm glad you kind of turned it around. You learned a valuable lesson there, though, right? You learned the SmackDown lesson. Preparation is bad in TV. It is. It's bad. That was like one of the worst shows you'd booked, and it was the one that you had the most like in mind for. It's weird.
I blame Triple H for ruining Bray. Not good. You're probably right now. This Gargano stuff is going to be a C at best. But all right, what decisions do we have?
Oh
no.
Oh. Okay.
I don't feel like this is going to be good at all. I don't think this is going to pop up for everybody, so we'll read it. Scorpio Sky. Too Cold Scorpio has been identified as a hard drug user by the WWE drug testing policy. As the drug testing is done in-house, the press have not gotten a hold. There's no potential for damage to company prestige, as his employer must now choose how to deal with him. Oh, man. We're going to do the responsible thing, and we're going to send him to rehab.
I mean, I really thought it was going to be for soft drug use. This is less useful to you, isn't it? This is not so good. I'm very, very glad it was not one of my people. I'm going to be honest with you, because I have some names that are in dangerous territory.
I'm blaming Rude and Perfect. They're always talking. Just play video games like everybody else, folks.
I mean, look, here's the deal. I hope you don't think that's now the precedent, because there's a very good chance I don't do what you just did. That was honourable.
No,
it was
that's
noble.
fine.
But there is a very good chance to just go, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Look,
Click for it.
At the end of the day, I like Too Cold Scorpio. I made him one of my picks. For the first few months anyway, I didn't have anything but this Montez Ford tag team. So, and now I've got Riddle and Dunn there. Regardless, I can make that work.
Yes, I agree. Is Kevin Kelly staying with New Japan? I need to know before we proceed. Number 11 here.
That's the rumor mill, Joe.
We'll see. Kevin looks very happy about this, doesn't he? He looks delighted.
Okay. We're just gonna let Killian Dane walk. I mean,
will Nikki Cross get mad at us for that?
Yeah, let's just sign him just in case. Oh, Seth willing to put more people over. Let's go. He really loves Pete Dunne.
Wow, this guy's out of control.
I mean, he'll be putting Pete Dunne over soon enough.
It's going to get really nasty, isn't it, with Seth? I can see it now. It's going to get really bad.
And Nikki Cross is very happy that we're going to have Killian Dane stay. I mean, don't get too excited. He's staying in developmental.
Yes, he is. I was almost like I wanted to be nice and be like, nope, I'm going to do something, but I have nothing with Killian Dane. I'm sorry. It's a shame. And Samoa Joe. That bodes well for our week. Samoa Joe is the random profile.
This was the last week of the Walter squashes, too, until I bring him back after the pay-per-view.
Wow. Wow. Now I'm so pumped for this Rollins match.
We're moving Walter onto actual things. But, we spent the first 2 months building him up as a killer, and then he's going to kill Rollins, and now we're going to move him on to, actually something of substance.
Well, that's admirable. I mean, I hope this match with Rollins hits, and I hope you book it as I mean, the thing is, you've got 2 squashes on the show already just with Triple H. So, oh, no, there's more decisions. Oh, dear.
I think it's Carmella's contract. Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, fine. 3 more years of Mallory's money. Jeremy Lambert, are you excited?
Very excited. Anything there?
Just the announcement that Kevin Kelly has in fact re-signed.
Oh, that's good news. It
is. And that's about it. Wednesday Night Wars, though, coming up.
Here we go.
Oh, Bob Holly, this is a great week for random profiles.
I've been watching a 2002 WWE where Randy Orton's beaten Bob Holly.
Bobby's fascinating, isn't he? Because he kind of floats around in the same spot for a very long time. Because I'm watching 2005 WWE. He just came to Dominic's defense against Eddie Guerrero and got beaten up. He's always like the, utility babyface. He's like a tough guy that never wins wrestling matches. It's very interesting to follow.
Utility babyface or heel. Guy who never, because he's a heel in this Orton feud. Because it's right out of Tough Enough. And
I've got
so
you.
this is like debut Randy Orton, where he's like flirting with Stacy Keibler and everything as well.
Yes. Very bland, Randall. Right?
Yeah, his promo that he cut on the show that I watched, I was like, oh my god, this is not the Randy Orton I know.
He wasn't a great promo for a long time, but he's become one. Oh no! That's good news. That's good
fine.
news when it says that, isn't it? It means they've got more over and they warrant
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. You've done good by Shinsuke. You may be 3 years late, but you've done good by him, even still.
He's a big baby face, so he's about to be a big baby face. He's gonna save America, save Knock America.
Well, now, I thought he would have been at upper mid card and he got into main event, but it seems that he was. Well, that's a shame. He has the tools to get over there. He has the charisma, the style. I saw his stats there. They're very good. I did not spike those stats. They're very impressive.
Let's see what happened on Wednesday night. A B- for Dynamite.
Broken, Matt.
What a main event.
Wow.
In TEW 20, I'm doing like nothing with Matt Hardy. I just have nothing that I can do. I did form a stable. It's kind of like four horsemen. It's FTR, MJF, and Zack Sabre Jr. Very happy with this stable.
Zack Sabre Jr. Oh man, you got big heat with Ghetto now.
Right? Oh yeah, dude, his contract was up, and I was like, I've got to take Zack Sabre Jr.
This is a very good sign. I can't argue. This main event here is a SmackDown main event in any arena across the world.
It legitimately is.
Yeah, this is actually a legitimate top program on the SmackDown. It shows you how in touch we are with modern WWE, right? Like that's the NXT main event in our world here.
Yeah, I try when I play.
Time, Jeremy. Almost time.
Almost time for a big SmackDown show. I got to change over Gable and Ali to no brand for the week.
Yes.
Yeah, when I play the game on my own, I try not to go like too unrealistic. But I mean, when Zack Sabre Jr. was free, I was like, that's an AEW signing.
Yeah, I mean, there's much more unrealistic things that have happened in wrestling than Zack Sabre Jr. going to AEW, yeah. Right? Like in actual wrestling, much stranger things happen. So that's fine. Some of the AEW roster's weird because there must be a lot of guys you just don't ever use, I assume.
Right?
Hopefully this is Killian Dane.
Yeah, it's probably just Killian Dane. Yeah, there are just a lot of... Because I'm pushing, obviously, like Elite, Inner Circle, this new stable, and those are my big acts. But then there's guys like... Pretty much the guys we talk about on The Distraction. They're just like Sean Spears, Kip Sabian, Jimmy Havoc, even like Luchasaurus and Marco Stunt, and like I just don't have a use for these people. Even Jungle Boy is just kind of like there right now. I don't really have like a big thing for him. Yeah,
well, the Jungle Boy thing's interesting because at some point they're going to have to transition him in some way. I don't know how they're going to do it. Obviously, you've not quite figured out how to yet, but that's the idea. I mean, they've got to transition him one way or the other, right?
I mean, the thing is like he's legitimately like 22 or 23, right?
Exactly.
So it's not like you've got to figure this out in a year or anything. Uriah Faber was the California Kid to this day. Yeah,
I wouldn't base my young baby faces off the career trajectory of one Uriah Faber. But, I'm with you. A good point, a wild point, but a good one nonetheless.
When did Lil Bow Wow drop the little? That's when Jungle Boy can drop the boy.
I'm going to just assume you never once believed I could answer that question. And if so, you know me good. If not, we need to talk more, okay? Jack Gallagher wants more money. My God, he's had a tough time, but we need to give Jack the money.
How much would you like him to make?
Oh, he doesn't want that much. Give him the full pay rise. He's struggling. He's got divorce papers, hasn't he?
That's true. That's true. We need to send Killian Dane back to NXT. That's why NXT didn't do too well this week, is because they didn't have Killian Dane.
That's a sentence that's been said a lot in the Wednesday Night Wars, isn't it? Where was Dane? Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Here we go. Almost time for a good time.
All right, here we go. Friday Night SmackDown. Let's hope things are good on the incident front.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't... Good is always subjective. I want to remind you that before we get into this.
No incidents.
Okay.
All right, Joseph. What do we got?
Okay, so last week, we did the much anticipated double count out finish of Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. I'm pretty sure, right? That's what we did. Somewhere on here. Somewhere on this program, or it was the week before. It might have been the week
No, there it is, the opener.
Okay, so this week we're going to open with Becky Lynch, who is, she says she's watching on. Then we're going to do our favourite type of segment, Jeremy. So open up that freestyle angle. It's time to get everyone to come out and cut a promo. Becky is talking about who's next, who's going to step up. She's interrupted by Bianca, who's interrupted by Rhea, who's interrupted by the names I'll read out now, and then I'll explain everything once we get there.
Okay, hold on. Becky,
yes.
You only have so many spots now. Don't bring out...
Oh, yeah, it won't be more than that.
Okay.
It'll be less than that. By few, I hope. Okay?
All
right. Ember and Naomi are also interrupting this. I would like to look at my depth chart to ensure I have not missed any names. If that is okay. I don't know how easy that is from this screen.
I think I can actually do it from roster overview.
Okay, this will be very good.
Maybe not.
I guess the push will all be together though, right?
Yeah, it's all women's division.
Oh my goodness, that's a big division.
Yeah, that's between both of our brands.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's not just...
I wonder what had been going wrong here.
Here, what I'm just going to have to end up doing is...
Okay.
There, this will kind of give you a look at... So you've got Nikki,
we don't want
Peyton.
Nigel McGuinness. Okay, this is what I kind of remember. Okay, just go up and then I'll know for sure. Yep. Okay, so it's gonna be those four. That's fine.
Okay.
Those four with Becky, obviously. This will end in some kind of hodgepodge brawl, and we'll come back from the break with the announcement tonight. It'll be a fatal 5-way with those four women, as well as the greatest professional wrestler of all time, Alexa Bliss. And there is an angle here. I promise, folks, this is not just me doing inside jokes. This is about to be a big angle. Just trust me.
All right. How long is this segment? It sounds like a very long segment.
I mean, it probably is a legitimate 10-minute segment that's going to absolutely just destroy my program. But you know what? I believe in this division. That's what I do, Jeremy. I believe in this division, and I'm backing them. Here we go. In fact, we're going to put all of this stuff now, and then we'll have to reorder it later, just because for the sake of my brain. Okay, so let's book the 5-way. And we also have a couple backstage segments to go with it, but first we'll do the match. Okay, so it was Alexa, Ember, Naomi, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley. And there is one heel in this match because balance is not something we respect when it comes to these divisions. Okay, so timing on this. I don't even know how to time a 5-way. 12 minutes? Is that too short?
That seems too short. I was going to say like 16.
You know what? You're the stock man. This goes 16 minutes, Drew.
Okay. Well, if I ruin the show, and I didn't have a good week, Joe. I did not have a good week.
True. Okay, Ember is going over. She's pinning Naomi. But there is another little layer here because during the match, we have Ruby and AJ Lee come out and lay waste to Alexa Bliss.
Oh, all right. I see where you're going. Okay.
There's more layers than that, Jeremy. Don't wrap the box up and think it's done there. There's a lot more going in here. Okay.
All right. I trust you, Joe. I trust you.
You shouldn't, but I appreciate it.
No. Anything with Alexa Bliss, I know you have worked very closely hand in hand with her to make sure the segment is going to go well and everything is going to be in line. So I trust you when it comes to her booking.
We often say that in Gorilla on SmackDown. We say if we nail the Alexa stuff, the rest will follow soon. Okay, this is all fine. Once we've booked the whole show, I may come back to this as my steal the show. But for now, we'll just leave it as, and we'll figure it out later. Okay.
All right. Yep.
So I want to book 2 backstage segments to go with this. One will come before the match. One will come after it. I want a segment in which Alexa is confused as anyone as to why she's in this match. She doesn't know, and Nikki's like, "Okay, I'll be rooting for you." But don't forget, it's all about these tag team titles. They mean a lot, right? She's holding this belt close. Alexa's like, of course, I didn't have anything to do with this. I'm just in the match. I'm going to try and win it. That's this segment here. And there are a lot of faces being made here, Jeremy. Let me tell you, the faces being made in this segment, you could do 10 Twitter threads about this thing.
All right. Bliss, Cross, same bitch. How long's the segment? 4 minutes, the usual?
Yeah, we'll do 4 minutes. If we have to cut stuff, this will, because there's 2 of these, so we'll look back on it, okay? And then later on, You know them classic WWE post-match backstage angles where someone's just like holding ice against one singular body part while no one's around. We're gonna do one of them, and she's gonna be like, Nikki's gonna come over, just like acting like she has no idea what happened. She has no clue. She's like, I didn't watch it. It's nothing to do with me. Like, I just let you kind of, go ahead with the match. That's fine. I didn't see anyone attack you. I didn't know what happened. And Alexa's like, well, in future, seeing as we're a tag team, just keep an eye out on some stuff, okay? There's no tension here. It's just two pals having a chat. Like me and you putting the format together for a Thursday edition of The Distraction. You say no iconics, I say more iconics. That's how it works. But as you see here, the layers are being formed for an ice. Yes, that's something we'll definitely remember.
It's the ice segment, Joe.
I'm with you. I think we will actually remember. That's the ironic thing. Yeah. Okay. Now we have to assume here, of course, that the AJ Lee and the Ruby Riott, they're coming for those tag team titles. You got to assume, right? Look at that, 39 minutes of the program. Don't say I don't care about this division, folks. I'm not the target. Okay, the ratings are going to bomb. Who cares? I believe in them. Okay. Right, back to Kevin Owens' household, folks, for a segment that was recorded earlier today. Kevin is at home. He's doing a interview with Michael Cole from his household, like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And Rick Rude storms in, and he informs Kevin that, he had no intention to do anything bad last week. He says it's 2020, Kevin, which is an inside joke for sure because he's a time machine wrestler. And he says, if you want to know what's really going on, just check your wife's phone, okay? And Kevin is irate at this suggestion. He's enraged, and then we cut back to the arena for a Rick Rude match. But this is just a earlier today segment, probably 5 minutes, nothing too long, but we're just continuing this tremendous angle that my payoff for.
How did Rick Rude get into the house?
He didn't. He's next to Michael Cole. He barges out Michael Cole to talk to him on the satellite interview.
Oh, it's a set. Okay, I gotcha.
Yes.
I gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I thought Michael Cole was at
up.
home with Kevin Owens. Okay.
Let me explain this just in case, because you may represent the audience here. Kevin is set up at home because he's not obviously going to, he doesn't want to come to work. He knows he doesn't know what's going on with Rick Rude, okay? Michael Cole's talking to him about it, and Rick Rude barges in, and he's at the arena this week, and he's like, I don't need to be, I'm just messing with you. Don't worry about it. We really want to know what's going on. Check the phones.
Okay. Is Michael Cole, is he getting rated? Is this more than just your generic questions? Or
no, he's literally in it. He introduces him, and then Rick Rude barges him out of the way. He's not even talking.
Okay. I don't want to rate him then.
Leave Michael. Bless him. He doesn't need to be involved in this big boy stuff going on here on SmackDown.
All right, we got a Rick Rude match.
A Rick Rude match. And I want a good match. I want to kind of follow that. What we did with Owens, I think we did with Roddy Strong. So let's see who our baby faces are. Let's try and pick out a good professional wrestler.
Apollo Crews, United States champion, as said here, first on the distraction.
Yep.
Probably like 2 weeks ago. But
have I booked that match? Can we check that?
Yeah.
Because if not, that's a good match. I agree. But if so, I mean, there's other options here.
Yeah, you booked that. Got to be minus.
Okay, can we do Rick Rude and Drew Gulak? Oh, sorry, Gulak. One name, Gulak. By the way, how many episodes did we record before Drew re-signed with WWE? Is there like 4 weeks of us being like, oh, good luck to Drew, by the way. Hope you land that.
I think there's at least 2 or 3 weeks of us just mentioning Drew and being like, hasn't come back yet. And yeah, when they air, he'll have been back for 2 months.
Okay, 10 minutes is 5 minutes. Rick Rude over, and then Kevin Owens storms through. He has got to the arena. He runs Rick Rude off. And Rude is kind of, he's run off into the crowd. He's escaped. And then we'll do this as one segment for the sake of the game because it doesn't really need anyone else in it. Kevin Owens is going to, I don't know how on SmackDown this week or 3 months ago, Adam Pearce was like the de facto authority figure.
Yeah.
We're going to just imagine that being the case. It's going to be just an official, and he gets it cleared that next week there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide, falls count anywhere. Owens and Rudy. In fact, it will not be next week. It'll be in 2 weeks. He gets that cleared. I don't know how we insert that into the game. Just do an Owens on entertainment, I guess, is fine.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like, we'll go to the break with Rick Rude escaping, and then we come back, and he's talking to some official, and he's like, I want him. Okay, 2 weeks. No, Falls Count Anywhere. And listen to me now, Jeremy. The finish for that Falls Count Anywhere match is unlike anything. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff that's happening in wrestling, but it's a real one. It's a real creative approach, I would say.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope it's a cinematic Falls Count Anywhere match. Those have been really good.
You're close. You haven't quite nailed it, but you're close. Okay. Okay, we need Drew McIntyre promo. He came back last week to help the Usos defeat Roman and Yoko. So in an in-ring segment where Drew says next week, live on SmackDown, he will have his own backup to take on the team of Roman and Yoko. They then come out and try to put the boots to him. He scurries to safety and puts up the one finger signal. He does not look at the camera and reach towards it like Drew often does. He just puts the one out. He's like, 1 week, then it'll be even. I promise. Now, do you know who's going to fill that role by any chance, Jeremy? Is there a babyface waiting in the wings for SmackDown that has not yet appeared? I wonder.
Carmella?
Exactly. Yep, Carmella, that's it. You spoiled it again. Okay, anyway, so I guess this is like an 8-minute in-ring segment, I guess. Roman and Yoko are not talking. They're just coming out with leather jackets. Well, one of them has a leather jacket.
All right, so
I haven't decided yet if Roman wears the leather jacket. So
everyone's stealing the leather jackets from us.
Everyone steals everything.
Austin Theory was wearing a leather jacket this week.
That is filth. That's filth.
The FTR had on leather jackets, I think.
Yeah, but none of them look like Yoko wearing them. You know, the leather jacket does not make a man like Yokozuna. I mean, unfortunately for him, right? Okay, I think I've booked almost everything I have on my notes. My main event this week, I think I announced last week. I did a segment, definitely. Keith Lee and Randy Orton, classic IC title main event, which I was so close to saying US title. Jeremy, you will never know how close I was to saying it, but I defeated the curse of the US title by saying the IC title. Now, if I remember correctly, these two had a good match, pay-per-view. So, without having to wrestle twice in one night...
They had a B+ match, so yes, very good match.
I think we've got to give them 20 minutes and kind of, let Randy work a limb for at least 14. Brief comeback, we go home. Keith Lee is going over. Randy's going to punch me in the face. I know this is about to happen. But, sacrifices have to be made, don't they? Jeremy, when you try to get a man over, this is the thing.
He's fine with it. He said, I already put him over once. I may as well lose
Progress.
Again.
Okay, so we have 25 minutes. Can we have a look who I have not used? I'm pretty sure there's some important people that I've just completely forgotten about.
I think Sting is still available.
Yep, no comment on that. Okay. Oh,
we got to do Miz and Lashley.
Yep. Okay, yeah. So last week I'm pretty sure they did the Marine bit. Did they not? We have notes that say that.
Yeah, I don't remember what I wrote. I probably just wrote like Miz and Lashley. Lashley auditions. So yeah, I think that was the Marine bit. Okay.
Okay, so this week, in preparation for all the big roles that Miz is certain Lashley will secure, they are guests on a red carpet event. And of course, what happens? What would you think happens, Jeremy? Miz storms out. He's all confident, cocksure on the cameras. They just want to get pictures of Bobby Lashley. They can't believe this man looks exactly the same after 20 years. They're excited to see him. They've never seen him in this setting before. They've seen the Miz at many of them as a kind of weird WWE representative, but they've never seen Bob. So that's what we're going with here. Lots of funniness. Miz is doing that very odd pose he does on the rampway. Bobby's not doing anything.
Yeah, you've got to spin and point, Joe. If you don't spin and point, it doesn't matter what's going on in your life. If you spin and point, everything's okay.
And Bobby's doing no pose. He's just standing there.
That's disappointing. Bob's not hitting him with his favorite pose?
No, we're definitely not doing that one. We may do the kind of the big arm one, but not the one that Leo Rush enjoyed very much. Anyway, back to the analysis screen. Oh, the Usos. We need to do an Usos promo. They won last week. And they are going to... Let me think about this. PMP, I need to insert them back into the picture somehow.
Oh, you've got to have a... You can do a 20-minute segment with Gable and Ali. I don't care how long the segment is, but we got to get...
No, we're not doing 20 minutes.
Okay.
I'm going to book my full show, and I'm going to pass the ball to you and be like, okay, do your Ali, Chad Gable fun, okay?
All right.
Okay, so we're going to do PNP versus my favourite team and yours, Two Fly.
Which is a name
I will never get tired of saying. I love that I beat out the deadline on that as a mod editor for this save. Yeah, this should be a good match, shouldn't it?
Cedric's gonna kill this match.
Yeah, he does.
Game does not like Cedric that much.
Do you have any preference as to who does this segment with Chad and Ali? Jeremy?
No. I told you. I said Shawn Michaels, but it's completely up to you.
Shawn Michaels is ideal for me. I mean, I don't know if he's around, but yeah.
I think he's in developmental. We just call him up for the
Okay,
night.
we'll do that.
All right. How long's this match?
This is actually the steal the show match, I think.
Okay.
12 minutes, steal the show. And yes, you're correct. The proud and powerful ones are the victors.
12 minutes. All right. It's a good match. I would really look forward to this in real life.
Okay, and then we're going to follow that. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate the compliments, but on a show like this, I expect them. Can we put that match, the proud and powerful one, on first match after the Becky promo?
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be perfect. And then we'll follow that match with an on-screen Spooky Room Usos promo, in which they say they never forgot about Proud and Powerful. They had other things to deal with. Now they've dealt with them. Tag teams have never been more prestigious. Tag team titles never been more prestigious. They came through the biggest challenge of their career. But they know they've still got unfinished business with the Proud and the Powerful men. And if they wasn't proud, you know what I mean, they certainly wouldn't be powerful.
Are the Usos proud?
Yeah, they're super proud.
Okay.
I don't think they're proud enough that it makes them incredibly powerful as it does Santana and Ortiz. But they will often comment on the fact that they are also proud and powerful as a result. So that's always good.
All right.
Spooky Room promo, I love it. Okay. Now, if the analysis screen looks good to me here, I think I'm ready to hand you the reins on this Shawn Michaels community theatre segment you're about to book. Okay, Samoa Joe, I'm wondering what... We established Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio had chemistry. That was hilarious to me. Honestly, though, I think this is fine. I think if I'll just order it and then you can put in your...
All right, what match do you want? Storytelling.
Storytelling. Okay, let me have a look at this. We'll go with Rude and Gulak. I think this is a good show. What do you think? Are you confident this is going to maintain the stock?
I think it'll maintain the stock. I don't know if it's going to boost it too much.
Okay. I mean, let me put it this way.
You got 3 matches on this show,
fun.
Joe.
No way.
4 matches.
4.
Yeah.
Well, we're a television show, Jeremy. What do you want me to do here? This is not it's not the 70s. Good lord, we're shooting angles. Okay.
All right.
Becky promo, 2 fly. Let me just have a quick look at this here. I like that. That's all fine. Can we put... No, in fact, this is all good. I like all of this. I have no problem with any of it. I think perhaps we should go with the Drew segment immediately before the main event, just so the crowd does not... I don't know what the crowd thinks of Bob yet. So that feels a safer choice. Okay, that's all fine. Go ahead.
I'm going to have my segment between the Ice segment and Owens at home.
Okay.
Okay? Just want to make sure that's okay with you.
It's a real change of pace, but yeah, I'm fine with it. Okay.
All right, Shawn Michaels. Bring him up.
That's the perfect photo for Shawn Michaels. Yes, that rules.
Oh, if he's a road agent, can I have him in a segment? I must change his push.
Change his push to like personality, right? That'd probably be the best one.
Yeah.
Color commentator, that'd be fun.
Oh, what? Can I not do this segment with Shawn Michaels?
Just borrow him from development, but like, nothing for you, Shawn.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Oh my gosh.
What does the question mark deal do? Is that what takes on? I don't know what they ever know what that does.
Oh no, it just explains. Yeah, it just like explains why that screen popped up. Like I can't actually like overwrite it or anything. All right. I can't do it with Shawn Michaels. It's very disappointing. Who else do you have? They just called Shawn up for no reason. Wesley Blake. This segment's gonna... I was trying to give you a good boost of, Is
there no one else in developmental we can have some fun with? Well, I guess there will be road agents though, right?
Yeah. I can't believe they won't let me just change Shawn Michaels. Can I make Mark Henry a personality?
Yes, I was going to say...
Michael Hayes.
What about both, Hayes and Henry? Michael Hayes actually makes a lot of sense. Oh my goodness, that image is incredible. I always forget that's his image here.
Yes, okay. Michael Hayes. You want Mark Henry in it as well?
How over is Michael Hayes?
He can't be that over. Yeah, he's an E.
Mark Henry must be more over, right? Let's do both.
Okay. And Mark Henry's at least a C minus. All right.
Wow, what a segment this is.
Oh, we can't make him. He can only be a road agent.
Oh, fine. Just do the.
All right.
In fact, use MVP. That was your plan all along. Just use MVP, man.
All right, Michael Hayes and MVP.
Yes. What a pair. A winning duo there for the representing SmackDown in this cross-brand extravaganza.
Okay.
This is something.
I will move this to a minor impact, so that way it actually has no effect on your show at all.
I mean, I would like to think on a program with all of these stars, it wouldn't have had a huge one anyway. But I appreciate it. You currently have Michael Cole in this segment, which I feel would damage the legitimacy of my lead broadcaster.
No, Michael Cole, he's a scoopster. He needs the Bucks.
True. Good point.
He needs to find out what is in the box.
I'm now imagining Cole like just leaving the booth and being like, "I've got to figure something out. I'll be back in a minute. Don't worry, Nigel. I'll be back."
That's like who was it? Owens when Kurt Angle, or not Owens, Corey Graves when Kurt Angle would get those phone calls. He's like, gotta go backstage. See what this phone call is all about. All right.
Yeah, that was that weird month where they were doing like cliffhangers and stuff. It was very strange. They did the Jason Jordan thing. Yeah, it was odd. Okay, anyway.
Good.
I'm good. Okay. I'm ready to go. Hopefully this promo and the whole women's thing doesn't kill us, hopefully. This is fine.
Yeah, that's a good segment.
I mean, Ember's not a good promo, so I can accept her being underwhelming. Everyone else did pretty good, it seems.
Okay, they still don't get the spooky rooms.
It's a terrible shame, but, I accept it. I hope they got more over at least doing the Roman Yoko match.
That should have been better.
Yeah, definitely. Lots of faces. Should have been.
Oh, I skipped right past the actual match. It was a B minus.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. The clicking will want to work, and then it won't want to work. So
that was very scary for me because you said you skipped last match, and I just still saw the same screen the whole time. So I guess it's because there was two Alexa and Nikki segments. Right? That's what it was. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
This wasn't bad.
All right. Well, that's fine.
What happened to Michael Hayes' improvisation? Doesn't have a comment on what Michael produced.
It's just expected from him.
I agree. I have no problem with it. Yeah. In fact, I think it's the best segment on the show.
All right, good segment there.
Rick
struggled when going off screen.
Because he doesn't know what the cellular device is. He doesn't know what's going on.
All right, solid match.
This is a fun show, I think. I would like to see this show play out. Obviously, I mean, most of these shows, we should want to see them. They are time machine programs. Yep, Kevin. Big match, couple weeks away. Oh, wow.
Right.
Oh, these guys are starting to hit, Jeremy.
They are. You should just keep doing this for 6 months.
Unfortunately, that's the last one for a while. They're going to have to wrestle matches again. So,
oh, no.
Yeah, real tragedy. But, yep, we'll figure something out.
Oh, big A segment.
Oh, yeah, this is where now we're cooking. Now we're cooking, folks.
All right, here we go. Strong main event. This is going to be at least a B+ based on their last match. Might even be an A. Oh, no. What happened?
I don't know. It could be Randy's morale. It could be. But B's still not bad, especially when you had an A segment just before it.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I could have gone off the air with Drew.
See, I think it calculates the main event match regardless over everything. So even if you end with a segment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think it really matters.
But even just thinking about it now as an actual show, I probably should. Right. But who cares? It's fine.
B+. There we go though. The stock is up.
Best SmackDown ever. Right?
It is.
Got to be the best SmackDown.
You have picked up my slack from Monday night. Wasn't a great Monday Night Raw, but I wanted to give you the boost this week. I knew this was going to be a big week for me with the pay-per-view. That's why I sent over Gable and Ali to the show so everyone had to raise their game with Gable and Ali there. They're like, "Oh my god, real stars from the top brand are here. We got to be ready to go."
Yeah, you don't want to know the stuff that was being said to Chad. There was a lot of kind of tampering going on. Rick Rude was impressed by him. He said he needs a little bit more size. He's offering him some lifts. But they were impressed by him. Ali too, he does a little bit of the flippy stuff. We don't agree with the flippy stuff here on SmackDown. Randy Orton gets very mad about it. But for the most part, we feel we're on track. We're happy with that show. We didn't want to steal your spotlight though, Jeremy. I must say, I'm a little bit upset about it, but I appreciate that in your mind, you allowed us to. I like that. I like that we're both working with each other.
We are. The ultimate goal is to destroy AEW by...
Destroy the industry. We just want to win. Destroy everyone else. Okay.
Rusev is going to New Japan.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I'm all in on this.
Okay.
I hope by the time this airs, that's a real thing. That would be tremendous, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Matt Martell, sorry. What does Orton have to say?
Oh,
that sounds...
Remember what I just said about Randy getting mad about the flips? Remember that?
I was hoping he would bury Keith Lee. And it's just like, Keith Lee doesn't know how to work, brother. I put him over twice.
No psychology.
Did you read that Hulk Hogan story that I posted where he faked a neck injury during his early years with The Undertaker?
I watched Is this from the interview Taker did, where he's like, he basically just says, "Oh, that's the kind of guy you are." That deal, right?
Yeah.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interested. I mean, I often say, I think we've said a million times on the show, like, guys' reputation is decided by the people they work with in their time. And when you have Taker 30 years later, be like, yeah, Hogan's a bit of a dick. It's like, wow. I mean, it doesn't help, does it? You know, it really doesn't help your case.
All right, everybody, we are here at King of Kings. Once the screen
Road Dogg looks happy.
Finishes, he's very excited for King of Kings. I cannot blame him. We're going to change. Oh no! What is this page thing? Oh, she won. Oh no! She just
$2,000. It's nothing, Jeremy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, we should seek to challenge the verdict. That's not like us. We're not going to challenge the verdict. The issue was
false. I didn't get us a lawyer. I just sent up a different wrestler each day, and they were like, "Listen, in this business," and they just give a speech about the industry.
Joseph, you just cost us.
What's happened to Braun Strowman? Braun Strowman is traveling. 11.
Travel? What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll send him. Let's send him to New Japan. Can we send Braun to New Japan?
This is where this game rules, and it has no idea it's making us have this much fun. But of all the characters in this game, him with that current gimmick getting that head travels for Braun Strowman was just awesome.
What happened to Fight for the Fallen? Paige and Omega defeated Moxley. Moxley and Pac are a weird team, but that'd be an awesome match. Cody.
I think they did that match. I'm almost certain they did that match on TV.
Maybe they did.
Mm-hmm.
Cody he's just putting people over. Put over Broken Matt, puts over Pentagon.
Yeah.
Brody Lee, Joey Janela's joined Dark Order. That's interesting.
Yeah, it sure is. It really is interesting.
And Trent is still the TNT champion. Okay. Well, they got a B. We got to top that B. What do we got?
I trust you can do that. I really do.
Bronson Reed, Lance Storm. These contracts are ending. We don't care about them, right?
I don't care. I mean, the Page thing is disappointing. I think next time I have to prepare better for these legal.
Yes. I'm super upset about that. It's a downer after you had a very good SmackDown show, and we're going into King of Kings, and then we gotta give Paige money because she was mean to Carmella, and then we gotta give her money.
Liv Morgan. If she was mean to Carmella, I'd give her a raise. But still, your point's there. Michael Hayes, make sure he can agent more of our matches. God forbid he stays as a personality.
The problem with keeping him as like a personality is like we're never gonna use him, and then he gets the morale hit and everything, and it's just not.
Yeah.
Like I'm dealing with that in the other game. Like Diamond Dallas Page is listed as a personality. I'm like, I'm not gonna use you, dude. So I had to change him to a road agent, so he doesn't come to the shows all angry.
Do you have the issue with AEW where like all of the older fellows just retire within the first 3 months of the game? It's like Tully, Jim Ross, Jake. It's a common issue.
No, I think they're like already listed as retired, and so it's not because I think TEW 16 what it doesn't do well is like decipher retirement from what they're actually doing. So like even though Jim Ross is the announcer and doesn't wrestle, it says he's retired, but he's like still in the game. But no, I haven't had anybody retire.
Oh, well, good for you. I mean, this next night, though, you're going to have someone retire. Tonight, you're going to have someone retire, in fact. That's the big retirement.
All right, everybody. That is going to wrap up this week. We are at King of Kings. The next show will be King of Kings. Joseph, any final words after this just disappointing headline to end the show?
I need to talk to Rick Rude. He promised me that we could get through this as a group, and he was, I wasn't impressed when he was clutching the cold beer while delivering his defense. We can talk about it among ourselves, but I'm proud of the guys. We had a good show this week under all this stress, and now it's time to shift the attention to you, and I am very excited for the next episode.
All right, everyone. Check out our weekly wrestling show Thursdays on Fightful, our movie review show. I assume we'll still be doing them by the time this comes out. Our movie review show Tuesdays on Fightful. And we'll be back next week with King of Kings.